Hello children, welcome back to Uma Talks, and here I am with your third lesson, okay, discovering Tut, the saga continues, okay. So this is your third chapter, and the other two we have already done. Third, discovering Tut, the saga continues, and the author is A.R. Williams. Okay, so this is a story of Egypt, okay, the death of a young king, you can say, okay, and the whole story rotates and revolves around that king, how he was buried, and after that you can say the inventions, the discoveries which were done, and he was buried with all the gold and these, so it deals about it. So let me talk about it and let me tell you the summary of this particular story. Okay, so this is the mummy of a king, Tutankhamun. Okay, so the date and the timings very important, so go on noting down in your textbook. Okay, so it was 6 p.m. on January 5th 2005. The story starts in the year 2005 and the date is January 5th, time 6 p.m. Okay, when this mummy, now mummy, Egyptian mummies, the dead bodies used to be kept, okay, it used to be embalmed and kept. So the mummies of Tutankhamun, okay, that was moved smoothly and quietly into CT scanner. So the body was taken, the mummy which the body was kept, that body itself was put into a CT scanner, and it was carried from Tut's resting place, means where he was buried. From there it was taken out and it was put into the scanner. Okay, the aim, why was it done after so many years? To probe the medical mysteries, okay, that how did this king die, and he had died about 3300 years ago, and his dead body was embalmed. It was like balmed with it is said कि आप कुछ भी medicinal अभी भी people die, the bodies are kept for some days, okay, so the embalming of the body takes place. But during that time the Egyptians used to embalm, मतलब एक layer कुछ medicinal चढ़ा देते थे उसके ऊपर, okay, and the body used to be kept like that. So this how it was buried, and that the burial of this particular Tut, okay, that was considered as very rich, you can say very royal grave, okay, and that was in the Valley of the Kings. Now Howard Carter, he is a British archaeologist, okay, he discovered Tut's tomb in 1922. So the archaeologist's name you should remember, that is Carter, Howard Carter. And because people had been looking for it, but after all the search, this person got it, this archaeologist, okay, Carter got, and its content, when it was buried, when it was dug off the tomb, it was found that it was one of the richest royal collection it ever found it had, because the king was buried with all the riches, okay, and what all it contained, it had gold, everyday things, whatever is required for a living person, all that, the board games, the razor with which he could shave, okay, undergarments, linen undergarments, and food and wine, the vessels of food and wine also were found in that particular grave. So Carter recorded these treasures. He took the pictures of treasures, all that treasures which were found in the funeral. Then he began investigating, okay, the investigating he started his 3 nested coffin. The coffin had about you can say 3-story coffin it was. He started investigating that coffin. The first one, what it was covered with garlands of willow and olive trees. So willow is also a tree, so willow olive tree ke garlands, the first story that had the garlands, okay, wild celery, then lotus petals, the cornflowers, all that was there, and these proved that he was buried in March or April. Now how can he conclude? Because these flowers, these trees, they flowered only in March and April, and because the flowers of these were found, so at least you can conclude that he must have died in March or April. Okay, so Carter ran into trouble when he reached the mummy. So Carter actually, when he reached the mummy, that was the problem. Why? Because the resins which were kept over there, resins is kishmish, okay, that had hardened on his body, and that had got stuck, okay, so, and these were cemented Tut to the bottom of his gold solid gold coffin. The coffin itself was gold and the body was stuck with the help of those resins. Okay, it was stuck to the body. So the solidified material was removed with the help of chisel. So the body was chiseled out. चीजलिंग समझ पा रहे हैं, उससे उसको रिमूव करने के लिए थोड़ी सी काटना पड़ा, चीजलिंग करनी पड़ी. And then the mummy was cut free, so the mummy could be cut out. Carter's people, they removed the mummy's head and severed nearly every major joint. So finally, while taking out the head, okay, the joints also, they hurt the joints. It got dislocated from the joints, you can say. Okay, and once they had finished, again, like part by part, because it was around 3,300 years ago he had died, and after that again the body was taken out. You could understand that all the parts must have got separated only when you try to take it out. So he took out like that, and then they assembled it together. Okay, the assembling took place, and that on a layer of sand in a wooden box. A box was taken, sand was put, and on that, so that it could provide paddling. Okay, and that could conceal the damage also, that from where it was taken out, that could not be seen properly. So finally the other body parts were set. The team of scientists, okay, that is Jahi Hawass, Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, observed that the mummy was in a very bad condition because of what Carter had done in 1920s. So when it was taken out, it was found that the mummy was really in very bad condition because Carter himself had worked upon it in 1920s. Okay, and 1920, the chiseling and everything had been done. So archaeology has changed a lot during the last few days. So during that time, archaeology had not been advanced, but these days the archaeology, the department of archaeology, archaeological department is very much advanced, and it pays less attention to treasure and more to the fascinating details of life, okay, and puzzling mysteries of death. So the differences were there. Then they paid lots of attention to the treasures. Now they pay lots of attention to all the fascinating details, okay, that how the person would have died, and all those to be found, the mysteries about his death. So it uses more tools, sophisticated tools, okay, including technologies, medical technologies, the X-rays, and then in 1968, an anatomy professor X-rayed the mummy. So he took in for X-ray, and he revealed a startling fact. What was that surprising fact? The breastbone and front ribs are missing. Okay, so when it was taken out, this and the body was X-rayed, it was found that the breastbone and the ribs, okay, that was missing. And CT scanning was implied to answer two questions. Okay, so after that, CT scan only would answer the questions that how did he die and how old was he at the time of his death. Answer of the two questions, they said that only when the body is CT scanned, then they would come to know. So on the night of the scan, workmen carried Tut from the tomb in his box. Okay, from the tomb in his box, tomb se nikal ke, okay, box mein dala, and they climbed a ramp and a flight of stairs into the swirling sand outside. So finally the body was taken quite high up, and then they rose on a hydraulic lift. So the lift machine was there into a trailer, and the trailer had a scanner. This trailer was holding a scanner, and there was some problem because of the sand in the cooler fan, because if the fan is there, definitely it would move the sand also along with it. Then the technicians scanned the mummy head to toe, and finally the scanning took place from head to toe. 1700 digital X-ray images, okay, that in cross section were created, that was taken, and Tut's head was scanned in 0.62 millimeter slices to register its complicated structures. So these are again medical technologies or medical terminologies, you can say. Okay, this was done in order to see the complications in the head of Tut, and his entire body was recorded similarly. So then the team of specialists, okay, the radiologists, the forensics, the anatomy, they all began to probe into to find out the secrets. Okay, and a technician displayed astonishing images of Tut on computer screen. What it was? A grey head took the shape from a scattering of pixels, so they could find the complete shape of the head. And the technicians, they spanned and tilted it in every direction to find out what it was, and the neck vertebrae appeared quite clearly. The neck vertebrae, the vertebrae are there, children. Those who have taken biology will understand better. The vertebrae is the backbone, okay, and neck, that those bones, those vertebrae which support the neck. The other images revealed hand and rib cage and narrow cross section of the skull. Okay, so Zahi Hawasa, he smiled, felt relieved to see that nothing had gone seriously wrong. So at the end of the day, they couldn't find anything, but still. So this particular story does not tell you anything, but then yes, about the advancement of the science, the technology, the CT scans, the machines, okay, the tools which were used then and after that, and how the person who was rich, okay, the start, how he was buried. Okay, I hope it will help you to understand the chapter well. Okay, so do go through the video as many times as you can. Try to understand the chapter, and if some problems are there, do let me know what you want. Okay, so thank you for watching. Do share, like and subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed. As I have been telling you, children, you are very new, and you must subscribe so that you get the notifications as soon as I upload a video for you. Okay, and press the bell button when you subscribe so that you get the notifications. Thank you, children. Thank you for watching.